Hey guys, welcome back. So this is kind of part two or the second segment. I'm doing them in sections so my voice doesn't wear out all at once. So I'm going to talk to you about working for corporate and what some of my past jobs have been to get to this point. So I work for quite a few corporate places here in town, and it hasn't always been that great, especially with excuse me, especially with wage decreasing and stuff like that. Corporates are, I understand, have to make money, but in this day and age, if you want to keep employees long term, like I was for a few of them, you have to treat them a bit better, and you have to make sure they're getting paid well, or people will just eventually leave. And that's what happened with my last corporate place I was working for. As in the kitchen, I was getting treated unfairly, and I was not really happy. So it was time for me to leave and start building something that I can be proud of. But while I was working there, I was buying inventory. I was still building, collecting comics. I was doing the hobby I really truly love, and I can be one of those people who can follow my dreams and starting my own shop. Yes, it's little more expensive than say having a table at the flea market or doing a garage sale, but with flea markets, garage sales, you can only do them every so often. But having your own store and being that kind of an independent, not related to any change, you can make your own hours. You can which I'm going to be open 6 days a week pretty much, just having one day off because I am the sole owner. Even though I am married, I don't have kids, so I can be here as much as I want, really. So that gives me an advantage over corporate places, whereas you have to be in at a certain time, you have to do this, you have to do that. But yes, even though I do have my own, I will have my own set of rules to follow because I am in retail. But I do my own market research for stuff I get in. I do set my own prices. I can set up the store how I want it, how it makes sense. I know how to work the customer flow when they're coming in because I have experience on that. And when they come through the front door, I know how to direct them to what they're looking for because it is a small shop. I can be right there on the sales floor and helping them with their questions, with what they need. I can do the do the cashier stuff. I will have a square, which is good, and I will have a small float. So yes, all those things I can do by myself because I am right there. I'm on the retail floor technically, and it is just I can a small shop, one person, maybe eventually one part-time person, but for the most part, I'm going to be doing it 6 days a week. It's my store. I can set my own rules and stuff. So I mean, working for corporates okay if you not follow, if you have to have a job and stuff, and if they're hiring, go for it. I did it for a lot of years, and I've just burnt out on working for corporate places. It's time to do, like I say, no matter what the economy is doing, no matter what the world is, sometimes you just have to follow your dreams. If you're find the right landlord, find the right space, and you have the capital, which I do from saving my investments for like 30 years. Because since I've been 20, I've been putting into RSP, stuff like that, and my savings have my investment's been growing. So it's not as doing as well as it used to when I first started, of course, because the world's different. So why not do your instead of investments being where you can see it or anything? Why not have a shop or do something for yourself and not be work for it and not for work for corporate? So why not, if you save all your life and you want to do something for yourself and follow your dreams, then why not do it? I know the world's not in a good place, but if you can have the product, you know your pricing, you know your demographic, why not just do it? Because I think it's a good thing to do. If some people do it for themselves instead of being unhappy working for a corporate chain or something. I think it's what might actually be, people might actually be a lot happier because I feel so much more freedom now. I'm setting up my own shop. I don't feel trapped in well, I know people say 9 to 5, but I was like a 11 to 7 type job because I worked in a kitchen, and kitchen jobs are not easy. They're hard. You're running around. You're getting yelled at by servers. You're getting yelled at by management. It's just sometimes it takes a toll on your mental health, and it takes a toll on your body, like it has on me. As working on a job standing for 9 years for 8 hours a day really does a number on you. And I even though I'm in shape, sometimes your body just can't do it. I worked in the food industry to support my hobby, but food industry is really hard on your body, especially if you start have to wear compression socks, stuff like that. So anyway, so for me, this is my dream. Is there's a lot to do before even getting, once you find your space, you have to worry about getting your business license to be legit. You have to get your lease agreement involved. You have to make sure that your landlord know what you're doing. Make sure it's all up and up. So there's a lot to do people don't see, and I'm finding it firsthand on what you need to do, and you need to have your insurance in place before you can actually move in. So I paid a lot for a year because I am a new business. So but after a year it won't be as bad because I'll be there. So I'm hope. So yes, and you gotta make sure you're in a spot you can be there for a long time, and you know you can make money. The stuff I will be selling, people, it's a crazy business, and it's really for comics, cards, stuff like that, even records. It's all taken off, and I just wanna be part of that because I've been selling that sort of thing online and on the flea market. So why not have a store to do it? I just think it's just a great thing. It's a great feeling. I can have more of a home life because when you're working in food industry, you're home a little bit later than you want to be, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm trying to take time off, especially if you're working in a kitchen that doesn't have a lot of staff. It can be really hard. So yeah, I had a lot of holiday time off. They weren't letting me take it. I tried to get time off, and so I backtracked when I was going to leave, and now I can just concentrate on setting up my shop and doing making great content for you folks on there. If you're not following me on YouTube, I do comic talks, and I talk about comics because I am a comic book collector at heart, and I enjoy helping people, and I like sharing my knowledge and how to. I may not always know where for people to get started at, but I do know where I started and where I'm coming from. So I hope it makes kind of sense, but I hope everybody likes this. But it's not always going to be easy for people. Not everybody can do it. I mean, I've just been lucky enough to save my money like I say, over the last 30 years. I have it grow to a point where I can do something for myself. I know I'm now being older and in starting in my 50th year, knew I didn't want to be in the food service industry all my life. I was not very happy in the last few months, and it was just time for me to do something for my own. I love working, but I don't always like being treated poorly at a workplace, so I can do it for myself now. So I just want people to know where I'm coming from why I'm starting this shop.